Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Sundari Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Sundari Hari
Jaya
Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananandana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
What is Krishna consciousness?
What is Krishna consciousness?
Why we are all assembled here?
Can we have everybody here? That will be nice.
Yeah. Prabhu, ye block. We can't see you. Khali effulgence Let's come closer. Come closer.
Yeah, here also fall also.
Yeah.
Please come out from the kitchen.
Okay, everyone, please attend.
Kitchen
It will be nice if we can have everybody.
Govinda class pehne gaye.
Sorry?
Everybody.
बता यहाँ आइए बैठो आइए नजीक
पद्मिनी एकादशी
I don't know. Does anybody know?
I have to read it out. You can only read it out.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Hare Krishna. So,
What Pulkit Prabhu wants.
yeah, we need the host.
Pulkit Prabhu.
Pulkit Prabhu. Oh, Pulkit Prabhu. इसके बाद
Prabhu,
Prabhu, check with the
bring
better
everybody.
off and let us know what is the
let everyone Prabhuji let everyone sit here first of all
सभी को ले आओ प्रभु
प्रभु पहले
सभी को लेकर
टॉपिक किसके बारे में
Okay.
अभी चालू है
Huh? Yeah, sure. The hall, this one's already booked, huh? Ladies already booked. So, gents, please don't keep an eye on this one. This is already booked by the ladies. Right? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. On behalf of Prabhu,
Huh?
the question goes like this.
Ah,
Why we are struggling here in this material world?
ah,
What is the solution for that?
ah,
Huh? If you say Krishna consciousness is the best way,
ah.
how do you say it is best?
Oh, okay. Lecture is done.
No, it's very simple. Everyone is suffering because of material problems.
Yeah,
So everyone's material property give it to me.
yeah.
I will suffer
Yeah.
instead of you all guys.
So speak in the
And you
mic.
guys enjoy. No.
Okay.
He's the speaker.
So today we have assembled here because of basically two reasons. First and foremost is that this month is very auspicious, and this month is called Purushottam month. And Purushottam month, is that audible in the back, Mataji? Is that okay? Is that audible? Is that okay? Okay. So something very serious going on in the kitchen, huh?
Hare Krishna, everybody from the kitchen, please come inside.
Because the problem is that there they cannot hear it. So on. Alright, so first of all, it is Purushottam month. And Purushottam month, it is said, somebody told to Pulkit Prabhu that Purushottam month you have to invite devotees. Right? So,
No, because Prabhu got new house.
no, that is the second reason.
That is secondary one.
The first reason, somebody told
Jumping the gun.
they didn't like Purushottam Prabhu leaving peacefully. So somebody, I think Krishna Priya Mataji, right? Somebody asked Krishna Priya Mataji to invite everybody. So we went there, we made a mess of our house, made 4 hours of continuous Kirtan. Next day morning she couldn't wake up for the Mangalarti. So she said I should not be suffering alone. I should make others to suffer. So she told Pulkit Prabhu all devotees, right?
And now she's watching the drama.
She's
enjoying that. Look, yesterday it was my position.
So Purushottam month is very, very auspicious, as all of you know. We are not here for no reason. The main reason is that Purushottam month is called Adhigamas. Every festival has got a mood. Every festival has got a mood. Or rather, the mellow of Lord, or the relation, or the feelings of the Lord. In the month of Damodar, what is the relation, or what is the feeling, or what is the mood of Damodar month? It's not a direct question. It's an indirect question. the mood of Damodar month is that Krishna is being defeated by somebody. Krishna is being defeated. So in Damodar Ashtakam there, Bhaktir Jitatvam. What is that verse? Bhaktir Jitatvam. There is something called a Bhaktir Jitatvam, right?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of Bhaktir Jitatvam? Bhakta has become Jita over somebody. Bhakta has become successful or victorious over somebody. Who is that somebody?
A devotee.
Krishna. Somebody is Krishna.
Somebody has become victorious over somebody. Who is somebody? The first one? Yashodamai. Become victorious over Krishna. Right? Bhaktir Jitatvam. The Bhakta become Jita. Bhakta become victorious over the Lord. That is the mood of Damodar. And how did Yashodamaya become victorious? By tying Krishna. Can anybody tie Krishna? No. Right? Mother become victorious in tying Krishna. So that is the mode of Damodar month. What is the mode of Purushottam month? Bhaktati Yeshidagneshu Bhaktir Jitatvam. Right? What is another one? Tadi Yeshidagneshu Bhaktir Jitatvam Punatastam Shatavriti Vande. I just wanted to hear that hundreds and thousands of Shatavriti Vande. I'm just paying obeisances hundreds of times. Who is saying that? Satyavrata Muni. So, what is the mode of this Purushottam month? Purushottam month. Yeah, what is the importance of Purushottam month? The Purushottam month, Krishna's Karuna. Karuna means Krishna's Ashrita Valsa. Mercy. Right? Who was merciful to who? Krishna was merciful to one person who was crying. Who was crying?
13th one from 13th.
Purushottam. So this month is called Adhiga month, right? Or Malamas. Why it was called Malamas? Because according to lunar calendar, right? Now everybody knows about lunar and solar calendar. I'm repeating the same thing. The moment Purushottam started, we started talking about the lunar and solar calendar. But still, it's good that we repeat the thing. So according to the Vedic astrology, all the tithis come according to lunar calendar. All the tithis. That is what, the tithi in India is different from the tithi in Canada. Because it's actually been calculated according to the movement of the moon. Right? So, according to lunar calendar is what all the tithis fall in. Right? And this lunar calendar consists of almost 29.5 days or something like that. Less than our solar month. Our solar month consists of 30 to 31 days. Is that right? 30 to 31 days. Sometimes it's only 29 days on February. So this lunar month is always running short of the solar month. And because of which, there is every 3 years, all these, shortages will accumulate and become 1 month, an additional month, right? And this additional month is called Adhiga Mas. And that's what, if you look into our Vaishnava calendar, no festival falls in this month. Have you noticed that? And this month, starting from, when did we start? 18th of July till 13th or 16th of August, right? From this period, there is no festival, there is no auspicious things happening. Why? Because this is called additional month, Adhiga Mas, right? So it is said that this Adhiga Mas is a personality. Every month is a personality. Every planet is a personality, right? The Surya is a personality, right? Everything is a personality, right? Even in our body, there is each Indriya, and each Indriya is represented by a personality, right? So this personality, which is this Adhiga Mas, and everybody was actually calling this Adhiga Mas as Malamas. Malamas means Mala means
Dirt, waste.
waste. Actually, stool. Right? That's what it's called. So, this month is being considered equal to stool. That's such a, downridden, such a obnoxious month it is called. And obviously the personality who is representing this month was becoming extremely morose and sad. Extremely morose and sad. So she actually went to Brahma. And Brahma took her to Lord Vishnu. Right? So Vishnu said okay, I will actually take you to Krishna's place. So Lord Vishnu, it is said, this is in Padma Purana. So Vishnu has taken these Malamas to Krishna in Goloka. So Krishna was asking what is the problem? So she said, I am actually the most worst person in the entire creation. Why? Because I am being considered as the Malamas. I am considered as the stool. Did anybody give any value to the stool? No. The moment we pass the stool, we walk away. Bhagavatam says that, right? It is said, the Bhagavatam says, you should be living your family just like you pass the stool. It's dangerous. Anyway, so this month is crying in front of Krishna that, nobody is even looking at me. They were actually, running away from me. No tithi is falling in my month. Nobody wanted to do any auspicious thing. The karma kandis don't even want to do any auspicious things. People don't do any chanting. People don't do any auspicious activities. The temples are closed. There is no yajna. There is no japa. There is no charity given. Everybody is scared. So I am actually so fallen. Nobody is there to rescue me. So please be merciful upon us. So the mood of Krishna, obviously somebody is actually falling into the feet of Krishna, saying that, okay, please help me. So Krishna will obviously help. So the mood of this month is the karuna, the mercy of the Lord, right? That's when the Lord becomes extremely merciful. The Lord is very merciful to Akinchana, right? Kunti Devi is actually praying to Krishna that you are Akinchana Gocharam. Anybody knows that shloka? Akinchana Gocharam. You are only known by the people who are called Akinchanas. Akinchana means what? Kinchit means little. Akinchana means not even their little. People are completely bereft of all the opulences. People are completely bereft of all the kind of pride. And people completely leave everything and finally become nothing. To such a person, Krishna will become fully revealed. Tvam akinchana gocharam. Kunti Devi is actually praying to Krishna, right? So Krishna become the moment when somebody is actually falling at the feet of Krishna, saying that I have nothing in my sight. Everything is being completely gone, right? Surrender with the full two hands up. That's called Sharanagati, isn't that true? Right? Have you seen anybody both raising the hands? Right? Our Govinda, today when somebody he was actually at his mother's lap today. We were actually on the basement. So we were actually having prasadam. So on the upstairs in Panchal Prabhu's house, somebody was saying Jai Prabhupada, Jai Radha Krishna, Jai Gaur Nitai. Immediately he raised the hands. Right? That is Sharanagati. There are different types of namaskaras. We actually do this kind of thing. We actually do this kind of thing. And finally they will do this. Right? This one is actually a little bit of pride inside. That okay. This one is a little bit less pride. But this one, no pride. Right? Who has actually raised both the hands and called Krishna? Who is a famous personality?
Draupadi.
So that is Sharanagati, and that is the mood. So tomorrow somebody asks you, why these people are actually, raising two hands? Is somebody pointing a gun in front of you? Right? Yes. Somebody is actually putting a gun on our temple. Who is that?
Mayadevi.
This material world is putting a gun on our head, and it's saying okay, I'm going to shoot you. At that point of time, we raise both the hands and just call Krishna. That is the mood. knowingly or unknowingly we are raising the hands. Isn't that true? But it's good. That is called Sharanagati. So anyway, so when somebody is actually taking full shelter of Lord Krishna, that is when Krishna will become completely merciful. Right? And that's when he said, okay, don't worry. From today onwards, I will marry you. Krishna will marry Malamas. Imagine. Right? She is the most worst, considered to be like a mal, stool. Krishna said that I will marry you. I will give you my name. My name is Purushottam, the most Uttam of all these months. Right? And I am giving you the benediction that even if you do any simple good thing in their life, let it be chanting, let it be reading, let it be charity, let it be meditation, let it be eating prasadam, let it be going to temple, let it be offering a flower, let it be doing austerity, let it be seeing the altar or the deities, let it be reading the scriptures, let it be touching the scriptures, let it be chanting the holy name, whatever it is. Even if a person doing any activity in this holy month, I will give profusely the benedictions for that activity. Right? This is Padma Purana saying. This is authorized. And then he said, from today onwards, you will be considered the most auspicious month of all, even more than my own Damodar month. Padma Purana says. So this month is very auspicious, and that is the main reason, our Pulkit Prabhu and family has invited us, and he has actually very mercifully, opened his heart and his doors so that we can all fit in, in this beautiful house they have recently bought. And by the chanting of this holy name, we will all, get benefit of that. Especially the family members will actually get the benefit. They have got a beautiful altar. They have got a nice picture of Radha Krishna, and they have invited devotees. So these are all the things which we need to do on the Damodar month. Come together, chant the holy name, invite the devotees, have prasadam together. Remember Krishna saying, anything you do. We are doing so many things, isn't that true? And imagine how much benefit we get, right? So I wanted to really thank our Pulkit Prabhu to invite all of us. Second reason is that they have bought a brand new house, nice house, right?
Temple of Krishna.
Temple of Krishna, right? So this temple is, Temple of Krishna, exactly, right? So actually, according to Vastu Shastra, it is said that when you build a house, there are so many things need to be taken care of, right? I don't know all the things, but certain things are that the plot has to be extremely plain, right? There should be a water body nearby. There should be a tirtham nearby. The plot should be extremely on a square or a rectangle. While in this place, before building this structure, they should not be killed any reptiles, exactly, insects or anything, right? If there were any trees here, we should have asked permission from the trees. We should have asked permission from all the creatures who are living in the tree, the crows, the cuckoos, and the pigeons, the worms, the ants, the beetles. We should have asked permission from that, and then only we should cut the tree. And if you cut one tree, you should be planting 5 trees. Right? And then there should not be fallen any drop of blood on this soil where this building was built, right? So many things are being mentioned. Have you followed any of this thing, Pulkit Prabhu? Right?
We bought an old house.
But you should be looking that you should be going to the previous owner. So that was there any blood or drop of blood fall onto this thing? How many trees you have planted, right? Have you checked that, Prabhu? My God. Don't worry. Don't worry.
There is a
solution.
There is a solution. What is the solution? Keep the Lord in the middle of the house. Simple. There is a diagnosis, and the solution is also mentioned in the Vastu. Keep the Lord at the center of the. And that is what, if you see the old houses, the Lord is actually placed on the center of the house. Have you noticed that? That is the center. It's not, see, we think that, oh, they put this thing. Nowadays we keep the Lord under the staircase, right? Under the stairs, right? But earlier they were actually following this Vastu. So these are all true, right? So, Prabhu, I mean, as I'm saying, like Prabhu was mentioned, this is a temple. Actually, yes, this is a temple which you have made for the Lord, and you are also living in that temple. That's how we need to understand. It's not like you are living in the temple, or you are living in this house, and you have made a place. This is a place for Krishna, and you are also living in that place. So that is the second reason wherein we have come here. So, I was thinking like, what should we talk about? I was thinking, should we talk about Purushottam month? So we have already, spoken about Purushottam month, so several places. You know the Purushottam month, what is that, right? You know what ought to be done, right? All these things you are doing, that's all. Everybody, all the devotees, they are all doing Purushottam month in whatever capacity they can. Somebody is actually taking, our couple Prabhu is extremely doing austerity. He take only once in a day, right? That is his dedication. I know. Last week somebody was actually telling in a lecture, we put our foot down and show the relationship with the Lord, right? So somehow or other, we are to our capacity, we are actually doing this, taking this austerity or whatever way it's possible, right? So please, we have 15 more days to go, I believe, Prabhu, maybe 18 more days or 20 more days to go. So we have at least more than half a month. So if you are doing any activity, spiritual activity, please do as much as possible. I was hearing a lecture, somebody asked this question to Radhanath Maharaj. Like, Maharaj, so many people are actually doing so many austerities. What is your sankalpa on this Damodar month? This was the question asked on a Damodar month. So Radhanath Maharaj said, see, my sankalpa is that chanting 16 rounds, following 4 regulative principles even more strictly. That is my vow. Right? I'm just saying, chanting the 16 rounds, following the 4 regulative principles even more strictly, at least for this 1 month. That is my vow. That is my austerity. Just imagine, he's been so humble, just saying like to give everybody an indication that we should be, how much strong we should be in doing these austerities. Anyway, so I thought like we're talking about Purushottam month, but you will get all the information from all the devotees. Till the Purushottam month is ending, somebody will actually push you. Prabhu, Purushottam month you have to do something. How many rounds you are chanting? 4 rounds. Add 1 more. Add 2 more. Right? So devotees will push you. I thought of like talk about the essential part of the devotional service, which Prabhu was mentioning today. The essential part of this devotional service is Navadha Bhakti. According to No. Prahlad Maharaj. The Navadha Bhakti was actually given by Prahlad Maharaj. And he was actually talking to who?
All demon heads.
Demon children.
Other children.
Yeah, this was actually spoken to his father.
Yeah.
What did you learn? That's when he say, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanam. These 4 things is what I learned. Right? This is what he said. According to Acharyas, these 9 things are the fundamentals of the devotional service. So I will just explain, very briefly about these 9 things, so that hopefully myself and probably all of us will actually get a refreshment about this process, 9 processes. So first is Shravanam, right? What is the meaning of Shravanam? Listening, right? Listening. So it is said that Shravanam is the first and foremost mentioned by Prahlad Maharaj. It is for a reason, a big reason. Shravanam means listening, and that is happening through our ears, right? When a baby is born, the first organ to start working is which one? Ears. When a man is going to die for a normal death, right? I'm not talking about any other, but a normal death. The last organ to stop functioning is what? Ears. So from the beginning to the end of the journey, this one organ is working. And that is what Shravanam is very important. Shravanam is very important. And that is the first and foremost thing which is mentioned in the Navadha Bhakti. Right? So we should be hearing. Hearing what?
Krishna Katha only.
Right? Shrinvatam.
Katha Krishna.
So what is that to be heard? Bollywood?
No.
Hollywood.
Hollywood?
Tollywood.
Tollywood? Mollywood?
Any other wood?
Any other wood?
No good. Only good.
Only good. Right? Prabhu said no wood, only good. Good. And that is called good, Prabhu. Give me. Nice. This is called pun, right? No good, only good. Nice. I will write it down. Next lecture I will tell this. So what we should be hearing, about Krishna. Alright? Srinvada Swakatha Krishna. Because when you actually hear, ear will actually give you more information to you. Right? When you actually hear more information about any other thing, for example, when we are actually hear about the stock market, right? The more you will be contemplating is about the stock market. Oh, the stock market has gone down, is coming up. Any other topic which you see, whatever you are actually absorbing, and that is what you will be meditating upon, right? So it is said that the more you have to hear about Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, Hridaya Andaha Shru Abhadrani. It will actually go inside the Hridaya. Abhadrani means dirt. Vidunodi means clean. Right? So that is what happened. So all you have to do, I heard, so I think it's Radha Govind Maharaj giving a lecture. You take your ears, sit in front of a Bhagavatam class and you sleep. What did he say? You take your ears, sit in front of a Bhagavatam class and you sleep. What it will do? It will still go inside. Can you imagine, Prabhus? Can you imagine? That doesn't mean that Maharaj is saying you go and sleep in the front, deliberately sleep. No.
Like I do.
Exactly. Even if you are sleeping, this thing will actually go inside. Do you know anything? Have you heard about Ajaba Jabam? Have you heard Ajaba Jabam? Ajaba Jabam is like, say, if you're actually sitting, concentrated and chanting 4 rounds or 6 rounds or 8 rounds. After you complete the rounds, let's say for your cooking, inside there is a chanting happening. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Right? Inside there is a
echoing,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Say, let's say actually, you are actually, singing a Bollywood song, Prabhu. Okay?
Good is no good.
No, I'm not saying. This Bollywood song, it will actually hum inside. Yeah. Even if somebody is actually singing there, when you hear that, we will also start humming. This is called Ajaba Japa. Right? Hollywood is not a Japa, but Japa we are talking. This is the importance of Shravanam. This Shravanam will actually absorb it and goes inside and will actually do this thing. So it is said that you give Srota, somebody just by listening about Krishna become attracted to Krishna. Who is that?
Rukmini.
Shrutva Gunan. Who is that?
Did not hear the
Didn't hear the answer.
Oh, they didn't hear the answer? Rukmini. Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Shrinvatam Te. See, Rukmini actually wrote a love letter. The first love letter which is written to Krishna was written by Rukmini. Rukmini has never heard about Krishna. Have never seen Krishna. Right? we only have heard about
His activity.
Krishna, right? All this Narada, all these Atri, all these all the sages come to the palace of her father. I forgot his name. Anyway, so they will actually tell about there is a prince in Dwarka, and his name is Krishna, right? And he is such a beautiful person. He looks like this. He does this activity. He actually is doing this particular. So she was hearing this, and she has developed love for Krishna. Shrutva gunan. I actually heard about your guna, glories. Huh? And I heard that you are Sundara. You are actually beautiful. And then Karnega Haratonga Tapam. By hearing through my ears, I have the Tapam. Tapam means I'm actually having feelings to you, extreme feelings for you, right? Vishati Atra, forgot. You Krishna, I'm actually completely become surrendered unto you. I'm become totally attracted to you just by hearing, right? So hearing is extremely important for those in matters. So there is one personality who is actually an author for the authorized authority for hearing. Who is that? Parikshit Maharaj. How is he doing? He's become the authority for hearing. 7 days he was. 7 days and night. Ahoratram. Huh? He was actually hearing Shukdev Goswami, right? Non-stop. That is called Bhagavad. That's the first Bhagavata Saptaham, right? Here also we have Bhagavata Saptaham. We cannot keep it Bhagavata Saptaham more than 3 hours.
That's also 7 days.
That's also 7 days, but in one shot we cannot actually keep it more than 3 hours. In India, especially in South India, we have Bhagavata Saptaham. It's so funny. And they will actually start. People come with Bhagavata Saptaham. Before going to Bhagavata Saptaham, they will ask, what is the breakfast? Exactly. What is the menu? If the menu is no good, they will go back. Because the Bhagavata Saptaham, in order to attract people, they make wonderful menu. So they will actually sleep in Bhagavata Saptaham. By the time this person will say, time up for lunch prasadam. Okay, we will go. Anyway, but people are still coming. I'm just not making fun of that, but that's how it is. But here, this personality, Parikshit Maharaj, was non-stop, as Prabhu was mentioning, Ahoratram, in the morning and the night, with his 2 ears open, and he was actually listening Krishna Katha. And what happened is that, what is the precarious situation while he was sitting and hearing? At the 7th day,
He will die from snake bite.
he will be killed by the snake bird, Takshak. That is for sure. Imagine Ashwini Prabhu, you are sitting on a chair. You bought a chair to me, right? That is a beautiful chair. Imagine Ashwini Prabhu sitting here on that chair with this chanting in his Javamala. Underneath there is a snake.
Takshaka is sitting there.
Huh? Underneath it is sitting there.
Am I alone in that?
You are alone. Forget, even if there are people, just imagine.
No, I'm thinking about people also.
If there is a snake behind, underneath that chair, what will Ashwini Prabhu will do? Even if you say 1,000 things, Ashwini Prabhu will know wherever here. Full concentration will be on that. The snake is on the doorsteps. And this personality with full ears. And at the end of the Bhagavatam, this Parikshit Maharaj is saying, I have completely have victorious over the death. There's a shloka. I become victorious over death. Death cannot touch me now. Because my mind and my body and my soul is immersed in the glories of the Lord. Death cannot touch me now. I have become Amrita. Amrita means? Deathless. Right? He's actually saying that. So, Shrinvata, this Shravanam is the most important thing. So, in our life also, Prabhus and Matajis, wherever it is possible, Krishna Katha, please open our eyes. Ears. Please open our ears. Listen to it. Even if it is nothing is going inside, doesn't matter. Let it be. As Maharaj saying, bring your ears, take your ears and put in front of the Bhagavatam, right? Krishna Katha, right? That is what he is saying. Bile Bhato Rukrama Vikramanye. These 2 ears are the snake holes. If this is not being heard about the glories of the Lord, Bhagavatam says in the 2nd canto, right? This is, it's like a holes of the snake, right? Where nothing is going inside. That is Shravanam. And the personality of that Shravanam is? Second one, Kirtan. That is the second important thing. So once you are actually doing the Shravanam, the second important thing we need to do is Kirtanam. Right? What is the thing which we need to do Kirtanam about? Krishna only. Right? The Kirtanam has to be done for Krishna. Because with the, as our Pitambar Prabhu has very famously always say, our tongue has got 2 fundamental activities. What is that, Prabhu?
Tasting and vibrating.
And what is that being used for?
For chanting the Hare Krishna mantra.
Chanting the Hare Krishna mantra.
Tasting Krishna
Krishna Prasad. Right? Chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Kirtanam is the most important activity which has to be done. Right? So this tongue has to be utilized for the glorification of the Lord. So when you hear that, you should be glorifying, you should be reproducing it. So that what happens is that we can get the benefit out of it and also will be able to communicate to, or we can pass on to other personality. Who is the authorized person for this Kirtanam? Sukadev Goswami. Why?
He was continuously, he was
7 days.
He was actually Sukadev Goswami at the age of 16, he came out of the womb of his mother and he started walking. Running.
Yeah.
Right? So his father was actually calling him back from the back. He didn't stop. He didn't even utter a word. Right? He was just walking, and at the bank of Ganges, he saw a personality who is extremely in need of Krishna Katha. Who was that personality? Parikshit. Right? This personality was in dire need of Krishna Katha. And at that point he opened his mouth. See, there is a word called Mauni. Have you know the meaning of Mauni?
Silence.
Mauni Baba, right? Have you heard that, right? Mauni Baba. The meaning is silent. Silence, Prabhupada says that silence doesn't mean that you keep your mouth mum. What does silence mean? Only speak about Krishna. Prabhupada gives a definition of silence. Only speak about Krishna. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut. Right? That is the importance. So we have to make sure that whatever we are speaking is extremely careful about. Right? Especially devotees. Right? There is in the 17th chapter, I believe, in the Bhagavad Gita, Anudvega Karam Vakyam Satyam Priyachikitsakaram, something like that, there is a verse. Anudvega Karam Vakyam. Udvega means agitation.
Anxiety.
Right? Anxiety. Anudvega means you should never agitate a person. Satyam, you should speak truth as much as impossible.
Possible.
Mataji is saying as much as impossible. That becomes complete. I was thinking like, what does that mean? I was just joking. Sorry, I was just joking about it. As much as possible, say one quality which is remaining in this material world is what? Truthfulness. All the 4 legs or the 3 legs has been?
M-A-C-T, mercy, austerity.
Yes.
C is compassion.
Yeah.
And truthfulness. Truthfulness remains. Three legs are gone of the bull.
Of the bull, right? And one thing is left is truthfulness. So at least be truthful as much as possible. 100% is difficult, right? Sometimes.
No, even the truthfulness also getting deteriorated.
Deteriorate, exactly. It is getting, as Prabhu is rightly mentioned, Prabhupada says that in Bhagavatam. Very clear, all these points, all Bhagavatas. whatever coming, quoting from Bhagavatam. Prabhupada says, right, is deteriorating. Prabhupada uses the same word, deteriorating day by day.
Even Yudhishthir Maharaj says Narova Kunjurova.
See?
That's a double meaning.
Double meaning thing.
This Ratha gone down.
Exactly. Right? So, this Anudvegakaram Vakyam Satyam Priyataram. Priyataram means speak lovely as much as possible. Somebody is very stubborn. I won't speak that way. I will speak only, this is my personality. I will just speak this way. You know? But doesn't mean that we have to change our personality. You know, we'll say that, okay, should I change my personality? I'm like this. Bhagavad Gita says Priyataram. Just speak pleasingly. Right? And that is the austerity of speech. In the 17th chapter, it's actually, this is the austerity of speech. This is what we have to do. This is an austerity we have to do. See, Prabhu, especially whatever we are speaking as devotees, it's very, very careful. You should be talking about very carefully. Because whenever you're chanting the holy names, if you speak something, that will become truth. Jayapataka Swami Maharaj was actually taking a train to West Bengal or somewhere. He was taking a train. So, as obviously you know, Maharaj's program is always getting stretched. Thousands and thousands of disciples will cover it. To come out of that circle is itself take 1 hour. Minimum 1 hour. True, Mataji?
Yes.
Right? So, I've seen that hundreds and thousands of disciples will, and Maharaj is very merciful. He will always give blessings to everybody. Then he will go. So, after all these things, the train was about to leave, right? And somebody was looking at the watch and they were actually saying that we might not get the train. So Maharaj actually slapped him with his chadar. Don't say that. Say that we may get the train. What's the difference?
Positivity.
It's not about positivity.
Impact.
It's the word coming from a devotee's mouth.
And it will happen.
Right?
That will be fulfilled.
Exactly. Right? That will be fulfilled. Satyam vidhatum Nija Bhritya Bhashitam.
That's the confidence of today.
Where it is coming? Narasimha's prayer. Right? Not Narasimha prayers, in the Bhagavatam. Why did Narasimha appear? To make his devotee's word true. What was the devotee's? Who was the devotee?
Brahma gave benediction.
Prahlad Maharaj. Brahma is also there. Both the devotees were there. But first and foremost, who was the devotee? Prahlad Maharaj. What did Prahlad Maharaj say?
He answered his father's question.
In this pillar. Everywhere. Correct.
No, he is there.
Is in the pillar. Is in the pillar. Satyam vidadum nija bhritya bhashitam vyaptim cha bhuteshu akhileshu chatmanaha. Vyapti means he has become completely available, spread in the entire places. If Prahlad Maharaj said that, is he in this microphone? If Hiranyakashipu asked, is he in this microphone?
Yes.
He will say yes. So the Lord was also getting the microphone also. Was there a microphone, Prabhu, at that time? No, right? Luckily, no microphone. Bhagavatam doesn't say about microphone. Probably they would have been having, right? See, Prabhu, Hiranyakashipu was a very sophisticated personality, okay? You have to understand that. You know, in the Bhagavatam says, Hiranyakashipu will actually ask a mango tree to produce a tomato. Bhagavatam says that.
Yeah.
Right?
But previously he was a devotee, no?
Yeah. Can you imagine, Prabhu, do you have a technology? You have planted tomato this time?
Not
What you have planted this time?
Mint.
Right? You go to the mint tree and ask for a tomato, will it give you?
Impossible.
Don't give palak also.
Impossible.
So you are not, you don't give palak also. So you are not sophisticated as Hiranyakashipu.
Absolutely.
Right?
Even you plant like tomato plant, right?
Huh.
Even tomatoes will not grow.
Ramesh Prabhu, this is ultimate. So he has beaten you. Huh?
He's learning.
That is the thing. So you never know. He is a highly subject. It is said that persons who were actually chanting the name of Hiranyakashipu, they were going to the heavenly planets. He changed the rule of karma. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Has anybody in the history of the mankind has changed the law of karma? Never. People who are doing the sinful activities were actually getting the higher planets. He changed the law of karma. So Prabhu, we don't know. Microphone would have been there. Anyway, so Satyam Vidhatum Nija Bhritya Bhashita. So his little boy, Prahlad Maharaj said that my Lord is there inside that. The Lord made it Satyam. It is now Krishna's responsibility to make his devotee word true. Same with Brahma. Brahma said that you cannot be killed by this weapon, this man, woman, animal, by weapons, up or down. He made sure that all these things is true. Right? So we have to be very careful that, as devotees, whatever we speak, we should be very, very careful in whatever is coming out of our mouth. Very, very important. We should never curse a person. We should never curse a person. We should never actually try to minimize ill words as much as possible. Never ever use bad words. Never ever use bad words. It is said that if you are actually chanting with the holy name, these bad words will actually contaminate your tongue. This is what you make. This is all actually make you cultured person. Isn't that true, Prabhu? When coming to Krishna consciousness, we become cultured, Aryans.
We can say civilized.
We become civilized. See, that's the right word Prabhupada used. We become civilized, Aryans. Right? Anarya Jushtam Aswaryam. Arjuna, you become Anarya. Right? By saying so. Right? So Prabhupada there in that purport saying the definition of Aryan. So, okay, so the Kirtanam. Kirtanam means speaking about Krishna. Only speak about Krishna as much as possible. Right? Whatever we are hearing, speak out. It's very, very important, Prabhu's Mataji. It's very important. If I ask Panchal Prabhu, what do you know about Krishna consciousness? Prabhu knows Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Speak out. Give that message to 10 more people on this thing. You don't have to. Everybody knows the famous story of Saraswati. The little girl Saraswati and Prabhupada. What is that? Can anybody say that?
Prabhupada asked everyone, who is Supreme Personality. People couldn't answer.
Yes.
And then finally he called that
little girl Saraswati.
Here is the chocolate.
Not chocolate.
Laddu. And then he asked the same question. Who is Krishna?
Yeah.
He said in Supreme
Personality of God. That's all we need. Prabhupada said that's all we need. Whatever we know, we just spread it. Right? So what?
That's what Mahaprabhu also says.
Yes.
Yare dekha, tare
Exactly. Yare dekha, tare kaha, Krishna Amara Agya. That is my
order.
Right? So first thing is Shravanam. Second thing is Kirtanam. And third one is? Now, before we go into the third one, Prabhus, these two things are being given as the most important thing. These two aspects. Because this hearing and speaking is what we actually, again, we can do till the end of our life. Have you seen Prabhupada's final videos?
Yeah.
Right? Final videos? Prabhu's Mataji, if you have not seen, go and YouTube the final lessons or the final moments of Srila Prabhupada. Something like that, you just Google it or YouTube it, search in the YouTube, you will find. The only part which is working in the body of Srila Prabhupada is his ears and his speech. And the speech. Right?
Just taking Charnamrit when he was giving lecture while lying down.
Yeah. So Prabhupada, everything is completely gone. Everything stopped functioning. His body parts, everything stopped functioning. He was actually the disciples were asking questions to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada was listening and Prabhupada was giving answers, quoting Bhagavatam, quoting Chaitanya Charitamrita. Final moments. Imagine. So these two things are very important. So never ever stop these two things. Never ever stop these two things. We have to take these two activities, Prabhu's Mataji's, till the end of our life. Speaking about Krishna and hearing about Krishna. Two things, very important. Third thing, we'll go quickly.
Vishnu Smarana.
Vishnu Smarana. Smaranam, right? Smaranam is what?
Always remember.
Always remember Krishna, right? So, remembrance of Krishna is extremely important. Krishna is saying like, Mam anusmara tasmat sarveshu kaleshu Mam anusmara yudhyacha. Oh Arjuna, always and every time you think of me and you do your activity, right? So Krishna is actually asking us to always remember Krishna. Why? If you remember Krishna now, then only at the
At the death time also you
at the last time, Anta Kalecha Mameva. Anta Kalam, when the time comes, the final time comes, that's only we will be able to remember Krishna. Right? Because whatever we are thinking about, whatever our final thoughts are, that will definitely will take the next birth. Somebody at the last deathbed, somebody asked him, like, what is your last wish? He said that, I don't want to do any job. Money should come. I should sit at one place and money should come. Should keep coming. So what he become next birth? Beggar. He was sitting at one place, money was coming. But money was only coming at 10 paisa, 20 paisa, right?
money was
Ramesh, you got it?
Yes.
Better than your joke, right? But this is still the
Another
best.
joke. Another joke. He said,
Ah,
"I want all the cars by house.
yeah.
Cars all around." So he became traffic inspector, traffic police.
See, that's the thing. So very careful about what we are actually thinking for, because our consciousness is not in our control at the last moment. The consciousness will be always the reflections of our things which we do. We cannot control our consciousness. Even now also, right, Prabhu? When we see certain things, when we are actually exposed to certain things, we cannot control our consciousness. We get dragged away. Anichanna vivarshnaya baladiva niyoja. Arjuna is asking. Forcefully I am dragged into this thing, Krishna. Why is that so? Who is saying? Arjuna is saying. Even now, when we are actually healthy and hale, we are actually having the problem. Imagine when we are at deathbed. We cannot bring our consciousness at that point of time. So Prabhupada says, build your consciousness. And that's what Prabhupada has put the name of this organization as International Society for Krishna. Did he say that International Society for Krishna activities?
No.
Did he say that International Society for Prasadam activities? No, right? He said Krishna consciousness, build your consciousness. So that at the end of the time, you will be able to remember Krishna. And the Smaranam, who is the authority for Smaranam?
Oh, Vishnu Smarana Prahlad.
Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad, he was actually put into the fire. He was actually thrown under the feet of gigantic elephants. He was put into the well of snakes.
Put into the snake.
Into the snake well, right? He was actually put into, he was put into the boiling pan.
Given poison.
He was thrown from the mountain, cliff, right? Every time he was remembering Lord Krishna. Actually, it is said that Lord was so loving to Prahlad. There is a secret. Prahlad actually took the birth in the womb of Kayadu as a son of Hiranyakashipu. How is that possible?
Prabhuji, Hiranyakashipu was in the previous Vishnu gatekeeper, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said that Krishna was so much attached to his devotee, who is Jaya and Vijay. Hiranyakashipu being the greatest demon doesn't mean that Hiranyakashipu Krishna is actually he's my enemy. No! Krishna came to have pastime with his dearmost devotee. Poor Hiranyakashipu was not remembering that. That's the only thing, right? Actually, when these 4 Kumaras came to Vaikuntha, right? When these 4 Kumaras came, there is very dramatic dialogue which is happening, Prabhus. Dramatic dialogue. You say that kya drama chal raha hai? You say that, right? When you actually say so sentimental, but you say, what drama is going on, man? Just straight to straight. Krishna, when Mother Lakshmi Devi was actually massaging the feet of Krishna, Lord Vishnu, Lakshmi Devi was actually saying that she was also doing some drama with Krishna, with Vishnu. She was saying like, you know what? We are not getting any private time. So Vishnu said, what? No, we are actually, no, every time this Narada is coming, this Narada is not at all giving any privacy. When Narada goes, somebody will come, Brahma will come. When Brahma goes, some other munis will come. All this time we will not get any privacy. And then he said like, okay, I'm going to tell my two Dwarapalakas, Jaya Vijaya, absolute privacy, no more. And she was saying like, what privacy? Look at the back. There are 1,000 heads with 2,000 eyes. Who is that? Ananta was also looking, what privacy is this? Pathetic, right? So there was a drama going on, right? And then he said, don't worry. In my next birth, I will take the birth as, my incarnation as Rama. In that Rama, we will go to exile, 14 years, full privacy. There also she didn't get privacy. They only got for like 4 or 5 years, something like that, right? Rest of the time she was with, she was on the Ashok Vati. Anyway, Ashok Vatika. So when this thing happened, so the instruction was given to these two personalities, Jaya Vijay, that
No more entry.
no admission, privacy is required, right? So there's no entry chart. Was these guys were standing there, and these 4 Kumaras came. We have to go. The curse happened. What was the curse? You have to go down. So Lord, at that point of time, Lord actually jumped out of Ananta and she was running. It said that he was running. It said that what happened? Somebody cursed my devotees. Jay and Vijay. They cursed him. Right? And then said that Lord was running towards them. He left Lakshmi and he was running. And then he was big. Have you, Prabhu, Mataji's go and read Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, I believe. Is that true, Prabhu?
Yes.
3rd canto, Lord is actually begging to Kumaras. And he say that, my lotus feet has got the power of the lotus feet because my devotees worship the lotus feet. Right? All the glories which I get, it is because my devotees are worshipping me. If my devotees have done anything wrong, I will chop off my hand. Bhagavatam says that. Krishna says, Lord Vishnu is, praying in front of these 4 or 5-year-old boys with folded hands. Can you imagine? Lord Vishnu with folded hands saying that if my devotees have done something, I'm begging you to pardon me. I can lop off my hands. And beautiful shlokas were being spoken by the Lord, glorifying his devotees. Right? Amazing, shlokas there. That Jaya has taken birth as Hiranyakashipu. To that Hiranyakashipu, the most beautiful of Prahlad Maharaj. Now you got the connection? Nothing is not happening without a reason. Prabhu, if you remember, yesterday we were reading Bhagavatam, right? In the Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful thing wherein Lord Nrsimhadev sit on the throne of Hiranyakashipu. There in that purport, Prabhupada writes something. Do you remember?
The devotee, he is my devotee, is comfortable, you are sitting on the
This is the most exalted place where
Prabhupada says that Krishna will not sit on anybody's throne.
just like that. He's a devotee.
Great personalities like Indra, Chandra, Varuna,
You don't sit there.
right? Varunendra, Rudra Marutah Stunvanti Divyastave. Right? All these great personalities are always glorifying, the Supreme Lord Vishnu. They don't go to their place and sit on that one. Great devotees actually, invite the Lord with doing big yajnas are invited to do as a yajna purusha. He will not sit at that place. Prabhupada said he sat on the place of that throne. Why? Because that throne was the throne of his devotee Hiranyakashipu. Can you imagine? We just read last time,
he
right?
honored the place.
2 days before we read that.
That's true.
He honored that
He
place.
honored it.
So,
That's a wonderful point there, Prabhu. Once he says that, Prabhupada explains that At the same time, my devotee never perish. So you don't worry, I'm here. He shows who has seen the first Lord Narasimhadev face. Even though he is there,
Hiranyakashipu.
no. Even though he is there in that pillar, and who has seen him first? That is again Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Because he showed his original Narasimha, that avatar.
Yeah.
No, don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm here.
So that is the relationship. See, this Krishna and devotee's relationship, Prabhu, is unimaginable. We cannot fathom the depth of the relationship. So Smaranam? Smaranam is who? First one is Mataji. First one, who is what is that? First is Shravanam. Who is a person? Second one? Kirtanam. Goswami. Third one? Smaranam. Smaranam. See, Vishnu Smaranam was actually added deliberately by Prahlad Maharaj. See, this guy was asking Prahlad Maharaj, tell me, what did you learn? So he was saying Shravanam, oh very nice, Shravanam about me. Kirtanam, yes, Kirtan about me. Vishnu Smaranam,
Where is this Vishnu?
He deliberately added, see, this Smaranam, Shravanam and Kirtan is not about you, it's Vishnu. So he deliberately put Vishnu in between, so that he know that these things is not about Hiranyakashipu, it's about the Prahlad, is about Vishnu.
One more thing, Prabhu, sorry to disturb you.
No problem.
When Kayadu was in the forest, he was in Narada Muni's ashramam. So Prahlad was in her womb and hearing everything. Hearing you said no, very
exactly.
powerful.
I'm about to tell
Very
that. Beautiful point. Very nice point it is.
He heard Bhagavatam from Narada Muni
Yes.
in the womb of her mother.
So when he born itself, even though father is Hiranyakashipu demon, but he was a devotee.
In fact, all this knowledge comes from that.
See, there is a beautiful connection what
I
Mataji
think
said,
I have
right?
to join with you all for the reading.
Sure,
Yes,
sure.
yes, yes.
Welcome.
See, this
Kindly
there is
take
the
and
Mataji
go.
now said there is a beautiful connection. You know what is that? We talk about Ajabajabam, right? There is an Ajabajabam happened in the birth of in Prahlad. What is that Ajabajabam, Prabhu? See, this Hiranyakashipu, he went to do the tapas,
yeah.
Ghora tapas, right? Big comedy. And then this Indra came as a parrot. And he was actually talking Vishnu, 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 Hari, Hari, something like Hari, Hari, Hari. So this Hari word is irritating to Hiranyakashipu. So he was trying to meditate and this Hari, 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 Hari was going on. Right? And this actually, see, even if you unwillingly put your ears there, this will go inside. Hridayantastohi Andaha, it will actually go inside. It went inside and then Ajabajabam started. Then he came back and said that there is one parrot who was actually pestering me. So my penance was not complete. Broken. So now what? So now actually let me come back to the palace. Now I'll go back after refreshing my mind. So when we come back, that's when the union with Kayatu happened. So when the union happened with Kayatu, Ajabajabam was happening. Hari, 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 Hari. And that's when the soul Prahlad Maharaj came in. Right? And that's when this pure devotee came in. Right? So there is so much connection. So it actually makes so much of sense when we are actually looking through this.
That is why Narada Muni protected Kayadu from Indra.
Right? Anyway, so Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. Right?
In one of the Anand Govindas Prabhu's lecture on this Paranam note, he said that in all these three avatars of Jai Vijay, like Ravana and Kumbhakarna and all Hiranyaksha, they were remembering Krishna 24/7.
Yeah.
They were not sleeping. Even in the sleep they were remembering, but only their approach was as an enemy.
Exactly.
As an
In an unfavorable way.
But then still they got darshan.
Exactly. So, so that's the third thing. What is the fourth one? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam. Pada Sevanam is very important. Right? You know, it said that we have to do the massage the lotus feet of the Lord. Right? So, who is the personality for that? Lakshmi. So, can you actually massage the lotus feet of the Lord?
Yes.
How?
Just
When we do Abhishek.
Massaging the
Mataji massage the deity's lotus feet. Mataji. Hanumat Preksha Maharaj says, the lotus feet of the Lord is 2 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. If you read the Bhagavatam, the first and second canto, you are massaging the
I wanted to say that, but
No, and what Mataji is saying is also true. We should definitely, massage the lotus. I have seen devotees, before they give rest to the deities, I have seen devotees doing massage.
Injured does every day.
I have seen devotees giving massage to Jagannath. They massage their hands. I have seen. They actually pat their body. It's very, 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 very nice, beautiful. So it's not too much.
Aindra Prabhu was massaging
Shaligram, right?
Because Radha Shyam Sundar continuously stands in the altar, Prabhu, angel while making them
To give some
always presses
there.
legs, both Radha and
Yeah.
Krishna. Every single day, I see that.
So massaging the lotus feet, but not everybody will get that thing. But the easiest thing is Bhagavatam. Read Bhagavatam, right? Maharaj even says that even if it is not Bhagavatam, just take anything. Take Bhagavad Gita. Take Bhagavad Gita. Take Ishopanishad. Take perfect question, perfect answers. Take Chaitanya Charitamrita. Take any book and you read. This is as good as Pada Sevanam. So Pada Sevanam is extremely important. So who is authority for Pada Sevanam? Lakshmi Devi. Right? Now, what is the Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam? Archanam means worshipping. Right? So the worshipping of the deities or the worshipping of... one more thing I have to forgot about Pada Sevanam. Very, very, very important. Pada Sevanam not only means Pada Sevanam of the Lord, Pada Sevanam means Pada Sevanam of devotees. See, last week when Bhakti Chaitanya Prabhu Maharaj came to Ashwini Prabhu's house, Sundar Chaitanya Prabhu Maharaj came to Prabhu's house, they did the Pada Sevanam, right Prabhu? They have worshipped his lotus feet, Pada Puja. So, as much as possible, you have to take the permission of the devotees and do the Pada Sevanam of the devotees. That doesn't mean that you should fall onto them. Just don't take permission, right? Like for example, some devotees will not allow you, but it's our thing. You have to take the blessings, right? So extremely important. Like, again, not everybody. See, for example, Prabhu, if you ask me $10, I should have $10 to give you, right? You should not be asked. If I only have 50 paisa, will I be able to give you $10, right? So that is what you should ask permission. Prabhu, do you have $10? Then only fall. You see what I'm saying? So Maharaj, great devotees, they can give you. They have millions of dollars. They have unlimited dollars. They can give you. But not like me. You should not fall at my fancy. I'm just that's what, we should always take permission of the great devotees, senior devotees, and take Pada Puja of them, right? Even mentally we can do Pada Puja. And that we can do to everybody. We can actually pay obeisances to all the devotees. Manasa Puja. That is Pada Sevanam. Fourth one. That is fourth one or?
Fifth.
Pada Sevanam. Fifth one is? Archana. Archana means? Worshipping. Worshipping is very important. Right? Worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead with whatever paraphernalia we have. Extremely important. Prabhupada in Bhagavatam, Prabhupada talks about continuous three in purports in the Prithu Maharaj thing, right? So, Archanam, whatever way possible, say that, oh Prabhu, I don't have Radha Krishna deity. This is fine. Beautiful altar, nice picture, nicely decorated, offer a flower, Patram, Pushpam, Phala, done. Right? So it doesn't mean that Prabhupada says that wherever you go, nobody or nothing is stopping you from doing Archanam. Right, Pulkit Prabhu? So whatever way, according to your capacity, like you can offer to the Lord, like a flower or a thing. I would say, like, you offer everything, whatever you have, right? What is that? Yet karoshi, yet asnasi, yet juhoshi, dadasya, yet tapasyasi, tat kurushu mat. You do that by offering to me, right? So tomorrow you are buying a BMW car, Prabhu. Will you be offering to Krishna? Yes, that is answer. Forget about whether you are buying or not.
Simply yes.
You will offer, right? Everything. See, Govinda Prabhu, gives a beautiful, in a lecture he says that when Prabhu goes, when he sees a nice, beautiful, nice red velvet cake, he immediately puts a tulasi into that one and offers to the Lord. He don't buy it. He is just walking and there's a nice bakery and there's a red velvet cake. He immediately with the mind put a tulsi there and says, please Lord, there's a nice cake. Obviously he'll make sure that is offerable. Okay. I'm just saying, right? Anything and everything. Yad yad vibhudi mattattva. Urjam srimate bhava. Right? Tat tat evabhi gachatvam mama tejo amsha sambhava. Everything is just nothing but just a sparkle of my splendor. Krishna says that. So you just take it, offer it back. Have you seen people are offering the water in Ganges?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Taking water and offering back to? Same thing, right? This flower, have you made it, Prabhu?
It belongs to Krishna.
It belongs to Krishna. You said that, I went to the flower shop and I bought it. Did the flower guy made this? Probably I say, I grew it. But have you made anything magic to grow that? The seed has to go, the plant has to come, it has to grow by himself. And then only, nothing in our hand. Pitambar Prabhu was actually telling, like, few years back, when he was in an old house, he was saying, he used to grow the bitter gourd. What is that called? Okra. Karela. And Prabhu says that this Karela has got tentacles. So you just put a support wire and this actually has got tentacles and is very nicely will catch and grow and grow and grow. Prabhu saw this and started thinking, and he was thinking for the whole day, and he was thinking, what is this design? What a scientific design it is, right? What a technology, right? Its tentacles are very sensitive. It actually keep on looking for any support. He'll look and for a support, he'll actually found that. Go to the next support, right?
Even if the support is little far, right?
It will go, right? Extremely scientific. There is another thing, there is a seed, Prabhu, and this seed has got two flaps like this. Have you seen that? Two flaps, two wings. And these wings are scientifically designed in such a way that it will actually, flies like a helicopter. And what is the design? This will actually take this seed to a distant place. Can you? So, very meticulously designed, scientifically designed this material world. And the designer is, and the person who designed is Krishna. Have you done anything about it, Prabhu? You just take the water from the Ganges, put it to this. That's all we are doing. Prabhupada says that you don't do anything to Krishna. What is that you're offering to Krishna? You're not doing anything. Just take it, offer to the Krishna as it is, right? And that is what they're doing. So, Archana. Very important. What all we did? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archanam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam. Archanam, who is the personality? Prithu Maharaj. So we have seen that in Prithu Maharaj, he was actually, his father Vena was a demoniac person. He completely abolished all the activities in the entire world. So the mother Earth went to the Lord and she prayed, and that one said that I will take birth and then I will re-establish the whole worship, and that's what Prithu Maharaj is, the personality. What's the next one? Archanam, Vandanam. Vandanam means obeisances, right? You have to pay obeisances. That is very, very, very important. We have to, see, there are three kind of devotees mentioned in Bhagavatam. The first set of devotees, they will only worship the deities. They don't care about the devotees, right? So we have to, at least Prabhupada say, at least become the second level devotees, wherein we should be paying respects to the devotees. We should never be hating the devotee. Forget about devotees, we should not be hating anybody for that matter. Right? So we should be always be, all are part and parcel of Krishna. Vidya Vinaya Sampadane. Right? Gavihasti Shunicheva Pantita Samadarshana. He should be seeing the Lord in everybody's heart. So if that is the case, then what about the devotees? Isn't that true? So we should be always be paying respects to Krishna and his devotees. So it's extremely important. We should always cultivate that feeling of respect to devotees. Respect is utmost important. Everybody deserves the respect. Everybody. Everybody deserves respect. Why? Because they are part and parcel of the Krishna, and they have got somehow or other quality in them of Krishna. So we should give that respect, and we should be paying obeisances at least with our mind, right? So if we say that, okay, I'm actually hating a butcher, right? You should not be hate the doer, you should be hating the crime. Something like that, right? There is a circumstance in the crime, what he is doing. Try to bring him out of that. Try to give that Krishna consciousness. Try to give that, that thing wherein what you're doing is not good. Try to give him a better life, right? So that is what. So Vandanam is, Krishna is actually saying in Bhagavad Gita, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. Krishna says, in that purport, Prabhupada says that you should bow down, touch your head on the floor and pay obeisances. Prabhupada says that. Right? Prabhupada says that in another purport. Prabhupada says that sometimes we go to the temple and just like Pitampara Prabhu sitting, we will stand like this. What temple? I will stand like this. I will not bow down. Because sometimes we will feel little, what is that called, Prabhu? Egoistic, right? We don't want to bend down. We don't want to bow down. We are not asking to bow down before anybody. We are just trying to bow down before the Lord. We are asking to bow down before a devotee of the Lord, right? Prabhupada mentions, quoting from Krishna, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyajimam Namaskuru. It said that we should bow down. Actually, Prabhupada says that the men should actually do the Dandanu. Sashtanga means all the angas should touch the floor. And Mataji should be doing Panjanga. All the 5 limbs. What are the 5 limbs? 2 knees, 2 ankles, and the head. Right? So that's how Mataji has to do this thing. Prabhu has to do the Dandavat. Dandavat means, Danda means like a road. Right, a road. You just fall. You have to see in our Kapil Prabhu. Dandavat, perfect Danda. So that's what we have to do. Every time Prabhu's Mataji, you have to see in the temples. I have seen that in the temple where I was staying. In a day, Prabhu, whenever they come to the temple room, they pay obeisances at the door. They come inside, they will pay obeisances at the speaker. Okay? The person who is actually giving the lecture. When they get up, they will pay obeisances. When they go out of the door, they pay obeisances outside the door. Is that true, Prabhu? Right? So, in a day, can you imagine how many times these brahmacharis are paying obeisances? A minimum 500 times. Minimum 500 times. Some of them are extremely strong in their joints. My Guru Maharaj says that if you are sick, do Dandavats. My Guru Maharaj says that. Yeah. He told that in the age of 90. When you are sick, don't go and he do Dandavats, because that will actually do a kind of Surya Namaskara. Right? Actually, Surya Namaskara is mentioned as one of the remedy for the sickness in the Ayurveda. Everything has got connection. Right? So you have to see in Govardhan Parikrama, people do Danta Namaskara Pradakshina. Can you see that? Can you imagine? Prabhu, there is 21 kilometers circumference, right? 21, Prabhu? 21, something like that. They will actually do a Namaskara, put a stone, then they will do a Namaskara, put a stone, and that's how they will do that.
No, Prabhu. At one point, 108 times Sashtang Dandavat. Then next step.
They have done it for 12 years, still there only.
So I heard this story. So one devotee, he's doing this for last like 12-13 years, and on the pace he's doing, it will still take like 25 more years to finish. That's how much he's doing.
So people are doing. So why can't we? Once or twice in a day, whenever we are going, whenever we are coming to a satsang, pay obeisances. Whenever going to a temple, it's very, very important, Prabhu's Mataji. Make it as a habit. Very nice. At least good for your health. At least good for your health. So Krishna says specifically, Madhyaji ma namaskuru. See, namaskuru means, what is the meaning of namaskaram? Nahi mama ahangaram. See, when I am actually saying namaskaram Prabhu to you, I am saying I am actually throwing away all my ahankaram and I am actually bowing in front of you. That is the meaning of namaskar. It is namaskar. That is not the namaskar. Ashwini Prabhu. Correct?
That is for demanding.
Prabhu, right or wrong? True or true?
Only in Haryana.
Namaskar.
You have to vote for me.
Right? This namaskar is not namaskar. Right? So this nahi mama ahankaram. Namaste, right? So all our ahankaras we are actually putting away and we are actually bowing. So that is what we have to do to the deities and to the devotees. Very, very important.
In one of the lectures, Amrinder Prabhu said that those who says that I don't have time, for them he has given some tips. One of the tip is this Vandanam.
Vandanam.
Yeah, he says that while leaving the house, while entering the house, while leaving the house, you just tell Krishna, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
Namaskar.
Yes.
While coming back, thank you very much. I came in one piece.
That's right.
No, I'm not joking.
No,
This is what
that is true.
he has mentioned this in his lecture.
Yeah, exactly.
So Vandanam is the simplest one.
Simplest things. So Vandanam. And who is the person? Akrura. How is Akrura the personality? When Akrura came to take Krishna and Balaram from Vrindavan to Kamsa's palace, so to Mathura, Kamsa's palace. So when he came to Vrindavan, he was a devotee. He is a devotee, right? He was always been thinking about
protection
about Krishna and Balaram, and he was eager to see. So the moment he entered the Vrindavana, there were footprints of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and Balaram. The moment he saw, he lost his control. He could not control himself. He said that he jumped out of the chariot and he was rolling on the ground. Right? And that is how he is being personified as the authority of Vandana. Right? That's
so
what
why did he come to?
So Kamsa has actually asked Akrura to bring Krishna and Balaram so that he can kill them. Right? And that's when Akrura came to bring Krishna and Balaram to his palace. And that's where he was Mushtik and Chanur, two wrestlers were there. Kamsa arranged two wrestlers to kill Krishna and Balaram. And that's when they killed both wrestlers and they killed Kamsa also. That's
in one sentence, the time has come for
Kamsa. Okay, so that is the Vandanam. What is the next? Dasyam. Dasyam means? Servant. Right. See, we belong to the Vaishnava, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Right? And when we actually get a mantra diksha, we get a name as Das. We said, what is your name? Pidambara. No, Pidambara? Das. Right? Sudarshan. Powerful name, huh? What is your name? Sudarshan.
As much as he is powerful.
What is my Sudarshan? No, Sudarshan? Das. Das is you. And Sudarshan is that, right? And that is so we always take the humble position of being the Das. What is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying actually, Naham Vipro Nacha Narapati Napi Vaishno Na Shudro Naham Varni Nacha Grahapati Na Grahasto Apiva Kintur Protyor Nikila Paramananda Premamridabdher Gopir Bhaktru Pata Kamala Dasa Dasanu Das. Right? Somebody asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are you? That's it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu give a full length shloka. I am not a sannyasi, I am not a brahmachari, I am not a grahastha, I am not a brahmana, I am not a shudra, I am not a this person, I am not this, I am not even this body. Then who are you? Gobi Bhatru, Nikhila Paramananda Premabdhi. I am actually a fool immersing in the Nikhila Parama Abdi. Cannot have words to explain the nectar love of Krishna. A fool who is actually immersing in the nectar of ocean of Krishna's prema. And I am the Das Anu, Das Anu, Das Anu, Das. Who is saying this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Devotees are saying that. Krishna is also saying that. Krishna is saying, what is that sloka, Prabhu? Aham Bhakta Paradhino. Right? So here Ambarish, Durvasa Muni is asking to Vishnu that why are you so much worried about this Sudarshan? This is your Sudarshan. Why can't you take it back? Right? So he is saying like Aham Bhakta Paradhino. I cannot, you know the context, Prabhu? Ambarish Maharaj, so Durvasa Muni came and then tried to kill Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj was running and then Sudarshan was chasing. And then finally he went to Vishnu, the person who was holding the chakra. Then Vishnu was saying like Aham Bhakta Paradhino. Nahi assis aswatantrataha. Right? Then Sadhuvir Hriday Bhader. Bhakter Bhakta Janapriya. Forget about my devotee. My devotee is also dear to me. So I am also Dasanu, Dasanu, Das. We are Bosanu, boss.
What about
Prabhu.
ladies, Prabhu? What
Huh?
about ladies?
What do you mean?
For men, it's Das.
Dasi. Krishna Priya Devi Dasi.
Mataji, you add one I. That's it.
No, that I, not that I. That small I.
No, but Mataji, for your kind information, in this Dasanu, Das, last Das is we all. And above us, Das is you all.
Dasi.
With one eye.
See, they are all getting elevated.
Prabhu,
Right?
good competition.
Competition,
for you,
yes.
Prabhu. Big competition for you. Huh? Next time you have to come with nice job, good jobs, okay? So,
Read Bhagavatam, Prabhu.
Prabhu, this is all coming from Bhagavatam, huh?
Yes.
Read Bhagavatam. You will get wonderful jokes.
Prabhuji, I'm thinking whether to add your name in my class.
Kshama.
So, Tajal Prabhu, instead of we becoming Dasanu, Das, we becoming?
Bhakti ka Das.
No. Bosanu.
Where is Mataji?
So, we becoming Bosanu, Boss. That's what. So, this Da is very... See, Kulashekar Alva, in what is the sloka, Prabhu?
Krishna
No. There is a sloka wherein he is saying like, Tvad Bhaktar... there's a beautiful shloka wherein actually he says that Tvad Britya, what is that? What is that first verse? Tvad Britya, Tava Britya, Brityasya, Britya. So he is saying Britya 7 times. So find out that sloka, Mataji, please. That's a beautiful sloka. So he is saying, Kulashekar Alvar is also saying, revealing his identity. He is a great king, right? He is a Chola king, and he was saying like, what is my identity? Tvad Britya, Brityasya, Britya Iva Smaralokanatha. Right? Tvad Britya, Brityasya Iva Smaralokanatha. That is how I needed to be remembered. How? As a Brityasya Smaralokanatha. You know, that is the devotee's position as the lowermost Dasana. And who is the personification for that?
Hanumanji.
Ah.
Bhakti Shastri.
Hanumanji. And Hanumanji is like... See, Hanumanji was actually... See, Hanuman, you see, in the entire Ramayana, everybody has got reward, right? Everybody was got rewarded. The Vanaras were actually rewarded by Lord. Lord Ram personally with his own hands they feed him, with his own what is that called? He served him personally, all the Vanaras, right? Read that shloka. What is the first line? Majjanma phalamidam madhukaita vare mad prarthaneva manu
Majjanma phalamidam madhukaita bhare mad prarthaniya
mananugrahamesha eva त्वद् भृत्य भृत्य परिचारक भृत्य भृत्य भृत्यस्य भृत्य इति मां स्मर लोकनाथ, right? त्वद् जन्म परिचारक भृत्य भृत्य, you know, your paricharaka means servant. त्वद् भृत्य परिचारक भृत्य भृत्य भृत्यस्य भृत्य इति लोक भृत्यस्य भृत्य इति स्मर लोकनाथ मत् जन्म फलमिदं मधुकैटभारे. What is the use of my janma? I am the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. 7 times or 8 times he is actually saying is a Vritya. Right? So this Hanuman didn't get anything. Sugriva has got the kingdom. The Vali has got this liberation itself. Everybody has got this thing. This poor Hanuman didn't get anything. If you see, right? He said that the only place I am comfortable and happy is the lotus feet of. So never keep me away from the lotus feet. Actually, it is, the meaning of Hanuman? Chin, right? The broken chin. Right? So the person which has got a broken chin, and that's what he is. And he said this was broken by whom? Indra, and that's what is called Bajranga. Right? This Vajra has actually, broken his thing, Hanu. And that's what Vajra. Actual name of Hanuman is what? Actual name of Hanuman is? Sundar. So you have to understand. The name of Hanuman is, and that is what there is a kandam for him. In the Sundar Kanda, the whole story, Hanuman is a hero. Rama is not hero. Hanuman was actually doing like our Govinda, Prabhu was saying today. Govinda, when he gets up, he goes all over the place and just pull the wire and just open this thing, and then the morning he is becoming a Sundarakanda every day, right Prabhu? Dakshina, there is a Sundarakanda every day, right? Prabhu was saying like full energy he gets up, right? With full energy. So you don't know what to do. He pulled the wire. I was also doing a Sundarakanda here.
You would have seen Yuddhakanda.
As long as you don't put the fire.
I know.
On this Sundarkand note, other day I was watching one TikTok video. Then Prabhuji says, why it is Sundarkand? Because Hanumanji was there. Everything, anything which was associated in that Sundarkand was all Sundar.
Exactly. See?
Association.
So that is what, Hanumanji, everything what he was done is just for the pleasure of the Lord. So that is Dasyam. And Dasyam is? Okay, so let's do a revisal. Let's go with the first. First one, Prabhu. Who is the personality? Shravana? Parikshit. Second one, Kirtanam is? Third one, Smaranam. Then fourth one, Padasevanam. Archanam. Vandanam. Akrura. Dasyam. Next comes the most beautiful thing, Sakhyam. This is the best of the best. See, the Sakhyam, Krishna is saying like, I am the Suhrit. Which sloka is saying like, I am the Suhrit? Suhritam sarva bhudanam jnatva mam shanti. Several other places Krishna says, I am the Suhrit. Gadir Brata, Suhrit Sakshi. Prabhu Sakshi. Then what is that? What is the second one? Gadir Brata, Prabhu Sakshi. There also he mentions about the Suhrit. Right? So, I am actually Suhrit. I am actually your everything. Right? So, it is said that Krishna, you have to see Krishna as a Suhrit. Your friend. Prabhupada actually always signs as your ever well-wisher. Right? So, I am actually, Prabhupada says that, doesn't matter whatever, we are actually doing in Krishna consciousness. It is for our own good thing. Right? We say that, oh Prabhu, this is too much for me. I cannot do the service. But you have to understand it is not for me or you or this thing or Prabhupada. It's not even for Krishna. We are saying like, Prabhu, please chant. Prabhu, please chant one round. Then this person will say, Prabhu, it's not possible, difficult. Right? It's for whom?
For us only.
For us only. There is a beautiful example I always take. It's always stick to my heart. This is said my Diksha Guru. Siksha Guru, sorry. He said that in India, we get this rice, right? And this rice contains bugs. Not the basmati premium quality rice we buy. In old days, there might be containing small bugs, right? Black beetles or something like that. So what did the mothers do? They will actually take it to the big, what is that called? Jandi, whatever. You know what is that? Supdi. Let's fix on supdi. So there is a big supdi made out the Prabhu. Okay, you're okay with that? Yeah. So there's a big thing, and they will actually spread this rice on that one, and they will actually take out these bugs one after the other. So sometimes what happens, these fortunate bugs will come out. Fortunate bugs will come out. Unfortunate bugs, they will go deep into this rice. Not visible. So they will actually try to take out. Prabhu, 1 round, 2 rounds, try to take out. No, go deeper, deeper. So why they are called unfortunate? They think that, okay, I escaped from this Prabhu from chanting 1 round. But this unfortunate soul, where it is going to?
Hot water.
Hot water. Okay? So, it's extremely important when devotees are asking you to do some seva, especially chanting, reading, doing service to the Lord, or especially doing service in our organization. Like, it is not for anybody. It is for you. Because when you are actually doing service, that service is actually recognized by Krishna and Guru. Guru Krishna Kripa Pare. When you are actually please the Lord, then you will get the bhakti, man. It's not for anybody else. I am not getting paid. He is not getting paid. He is not getting paid. He is not getting paid. When you ask chant 1 round. No. What is that slogan with that, Trina Danta Trina, the Nityananda Prabhu is actually Danta Trinadhari. He was actually keeping the straw between his teeth, and he was actually falling at the feet of the devotees like, take the names of Krishna. Krishna is your father, Krishna is your mother, Krishna is your friend. Please take Krishna's name. Danta Trinadhari. Right? Nityananda Prabhu is asking to the fallen souls, what do you want? When the people open the door, what they will see is that they will actually, they will not see any person. Oh, there is a person lying. And with the straw between his teeth. To keep straw between teeth means taking the most humble position. And he was begging, please take Krishna's name. So that is what we need. So when devotees are asking for, any kind of, seva, please never neglect it, Prabhu's Mataji's. Never, ever. Do as much as possible. Sometimes it will not be practically impossible. That we can understand. Like we are sick. We have to do some urgent things. But as much as possible, grab it. Especially the service to yourself. What is service? Chanting, reading, satsang or prasadam or whatever it is. As much as possible, take it. Okay? How did we come to this one? Sakhyam. And from Sakhyam, how did we landed here? Suhrit. Suhrit, right? So the Suhrit means, ever well-wisher. So Krishna is our ever well-wisher. He is the Suhrit. Suhritam sarva bhudana. Right? I am the Suhrit. Jnatva mam shantim richati. This is Shanti Sutra. I think the last verse of 6th chapter or 5th chapter?
6th chapter.
Last verse of this 5th chapter. Bhoktaram Suhritam sarva bhudana. Right? So several places Krishna says that I am the Suhrit. So it is said that, when you are actually keeping Krishna as a Suhrit, right? You don't have to worry about anything. Krishna as your caretaker. You know, in the Sharanagati, you know, it is said that, you know, you have to get everything favorable. What is that called? Anukulise sankalpa. Pratikulise varjana. Rakshyasya de vishwaso. Gopatritva varnam tada. Right? You know, Atma Nikshepa Karpanya Shadvida Sharanagati. Rakshyasya de vishwaso. Prabhupada says that you should actually keep in your mind that even if you are in the most vulnerable situation, in the deep darkest of the forest, you think that there is one person with me. Who is that person?
Krishna.
You know, there is a beautiful shloka in the Subhashitam. I forgot. In that one it says that, you know, at one point your wife will go, or rather she cannot serve you. She might go, or you cannot be with her. At certain point your kids will go. At certain point at one point your friends will go. At one point your relatives will go. At one point your wife will go. At one point your kids will go. At one point your body itself will actually go. So you are left with who? Krishna alone. At that point, Prabhu, we should be knowing Krishna. That's it.
Last verse of Swarashtra.
You should. If you don't know Krishna, Prabhu, then you are alone. You know, see, a boy is actually going onto a selection for a Pidambar Prabhu. When Krishna, his son Krishna, right? Imagine Pidambar Prabhu rewind to 20 years back. Pidambar Prabhu, go back to time machine, go back to 15 years back, when Krishna was just like 5 years or 6 years, right? Small boy. So let's imagine Pidambar Prabhu is actually taking him to our Dandas and Young Square. Right?
Context. Krishna is his son.
Krishna is his son, yeah, that's what I told. Krishna is his son, right? Not his Krishna, but he has got a son, Krishna. He is now
also part and parcel of
Krishna. So imagine Pidambar Prabhu at the age of, when Krishna was 5 years old, Pidambar Prabhu was holding the hand of Krishna, his son, and going to the Danda Square, you know? And you know the Danda Square, like so much of traffic, right? Hustle, bustle, cars are going, like people are actually doing all this kind of nonsense. Some people are actually doing all these things. So this boy, when he is actually holding the hand of this son, his father, he don't care. He looks all these things and he don't even know that he has crossed the road. He didn't know that, okay, there is something. He looks all around and he was just safely. Imagine the moment this father, he leaves the hand of the son. This boy, to that point, he was enjoying everything. He was looking at the lights, he was looking at this thing, he was saying, I need the candy, I need this thing, he was just saying. Now the father is gone, now the candy is there, the lights are there, the beautiful vision is there. Does this boy want to enjoy?
He's scared.
Why? Because the sugrit is not.
Shelter is gone.
Right? The shelter, the good word. The shelter is gone. It is like that we have to be. Always you catch hold of the hand of Krishna. And then whatever you want to do, it's not like, you know, whatever you do, Ashwini Prabhu, for relative principles, right? But whatever it is.
You spoiled his weekend.
No.
Now upper level Das is going to school.
Yeah.
Now the question will come, what do you do?
I know. So.
And now you are also not spared. She is going to ask you now.
I know.
And how you came to know about it.
Yeah, I know. We are digging our own, what is that called? Grave. Yeah, I know.
No,
I
you
know.
say all are part and parcel of Krishna, no problem.
Yeah.
Like
So that shelter is gone. And because of which, you know, we can actually, you know, we are actually shelterless. And that's what Prabhupada says that. One reporter asked Srila Prabhupada, see, you are actually doing all these things like, you know, you don't eat meat, you don't do gambling, you don't do this, that thing and everything. What life is this? Prabhupada said, who said we are not doing anything? We are doing everything. You come to a temple, every day is a festival. Right? You come to our, prasadam time, there is a sumptuous feast which you cannot even imagine. You come to this, you can see people jumping and dancing in this one. So we are not missing anything. right? So, and she asked the question like, what if you are doing so many austerities and everything, what if at the end of the life you realize that there is no Krishna, right? So Prabhupada said that, see, we are not missing anything, we are doing everything, right? If Krishna is not there, Krishna is not there, that's all. You do all the illicit things. Prabhupada asked that reporter, you do all the nonsense and everything is there. At the end of the life, if you know Krishna is there, what will we do? Right? Dangerous situation. So never, ever, ever lose Krishna. That's the message. Right? So you just keep Krishna as your soul. And who is the personality for the soul? Arjun. Arjun was. See, this Krishna and Arjun's relationship, Prabhu, mind-boggling. I'll give one more example of that. All the other examples we know. This one example touched my heart. See, Krishna's sister is Subhadra. Krishna's best friend is Arjuna. So the Krishna's sister is the most beloved to Krishna. Actually, biologically, Subhadra is a sister of Balaram. Right? But obviously, the sister will always have the soft corner to the other brother, right? Or the younger brother. Right? So Subhadra and Krishna is very, very connected. You know, the age difference between Krishna and Subhadra is said at hundreds of years. Subhadra was a tiny girl, small girl, right? So Krishna was actually, very, very, very affectionate to his sister, Subhadra. And he's also very, very, very much affectionate to Arjuna. So Krishna wanted Subhadra to be married to Arjuna. What did Krishna do? Krishna started talking to Subhadra about Arjuna. This Arjuna, no. Yesterday I saw him. He was doing one shot and that's it. The parrot was gone. And this Duryodhana and all, he was shooting all over. The parrot was still there. Right? So all these things Krishna was telling, and this, Sutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Srinvadante, right?
Impressed.
Subhadra became impressed. Subhadra wanted to see Arjuna. This Krishna told this thing to Arjuna also. Subhadra, she's a very nice girl. You have to see how she's serving her brothers. She is very much learned in the scriptures. You have to see harmonium. She knows harmonium also. Right? She knows cooking. The Rasmalai is out of the world. So she says all this kind to Arjuna. So both were actually getting attracted to each other. So Arjuna, in the disguise of a Brahmana, came to Dwarka. And then they met. And then Arjuna said, everything is okay, but one thing is there. One thing is a big problem. And what is that? Balaram. Balaram, Dauji. Balaram is a problem. What is the problem? Balaram wanted to give Subhadra to Duryodhana. See, Balaram is a little less mellow. He's a thoda, he's serious banda. Romantic nahi hai, right, Prabhu? Ramesh Prabhu? Correct? Romantic Prabhu is very good. So Balaram is actually very straightforward, because Balaram's favorite disciple is Duryodhana. He is Duryodhana. So he wanted his best to give to be Duryodhana. His best has to be given to Duryodhana, and the best is his own sister. So Arjuna knew that, and Krishna also knew that. And Arjuna said that if Balaram ji comes to know about this, then this marriage is not going to happen. So Krishna was also saying, yeah, that is true. I cannot stop Balaram. So Arjuna said, okay, I will forget. Sentiments pe aa gaya, right?
Emotional blackmail.
Prabhu, sentiments. So Krishna didn't say chant the holy name. No, Krishna didn't say. What did Krishna say?
Bhaga ke leke jao.
Bhaga ke leke jao. Krishna said, kidnap, take her away. Hijack. Who is saying? Krishna. Own brother. Right? So see, this is all Krishna, the relationship between Arjuna and Krishna says that if it is for my own amsha, swamsha, Balaram is a swamsha of Krishna. Is not even a kala, is a swamsha of Krishna himself.
First expanse.
For his devotees, he will even neglect, he will even cheat, he will even give out his own swamsha. That it says to the gopis also. You know, I cannot even pay you back with my own opulence to the gopis. Anyway, so he didn't even care for Balaram, his own swamsha, for his dearmost devotee Arjuna. So he said, Arjuna, take her. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, why was Duryodhana the
Best disciple? Because Duryodhana was a great mace fighter, Gadadhar.
Okay.
Balaram was a teacher.
And that's what I say. He's not romantic. He's very fighter. Who? Dauji. So he looks at what is the power, what is his skill set. So he is always to that one, right? So he is his best. He said that Duryodhana was even best Gadadhara than Bhima. Bhima was able to kill Duryodhana because of that thing, thighs, right? Otherwise, Bhima couldn't kill Duryodhana. Duryodhana was expert Gadadhar than Bhima. And that is why he's become the favorite disciple. Same way Drona's favorite disciple was Arjuna, right? So that is why. So Krishna said, take kidnap Subhadra. So Krishna said, like, whatever happened to my kul, whatever happened to my glory, my goodwill of my lineage of my Yadavas, I don't care. Let her go with Arjuna. Now the best part is relationship, right? When Subhadra came to the palace, who is the queen there?
Draupadi.
Draupadi came to know that this lady has come. Arjuna knew that she will not accept Subhadra. Arjuna knew that she will not accept Subhadra. Arjuna said, you know what? You go take the form of a gopi, right? As a cowherd girl, go in front of Subhadra, Draupadi, and say, I am the sister of Krishna. I got married to Arjuna. Just say that. She took the form. She took out all the queen's garb and everything. She took the humble gopi's dress. She went in front of Draupadi. She said that I am the sister of Krishna. And that's all. Draupadi didn't hear anything after that. The moment she say that I am the sister of Krishna, she immediately embraced her, and she accepted her as her own brother, sister, because she didn't care whether she is Arjuna. The relationship with Krishna. See, Krishna and Draupadi's relationship is also very deep.
Very deep.
Krishna used to call Draupadi, you know the name he used to call Draupadi? Krishna. He always used to call her because then she was in blackish complexion, right? That's all. So the relationship between Krishna and Arjuna, Krishna and Draupadi, these are all like, deep friendship, thick friendship. That is what Suhurdam, and Arjuna is the pioneer in that one. Last one? Atma Nivedanam. Atma Nivedanam means you offer everything. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva. Tvameva dravinam tvameva. Tvameva sarvam. You are my everything. Right? I am actually offering everything to you. Ashlishyava padardam tinishtuma adarshana marmahadam karotava yada tatha va vidadhatu lampato mat prananathastu sa evanata. You are my prananatha, you are my everything. You can do whatever with me. That is the actual meaning of Atma Nivedana. This one shloka is the personification of the Atma Nivedana. Atma Nivedana means you just actually surrender everything, towards Krishna. And that's what I was asking, like, whatever you are taking, whatever you are getting, whatever you are eating, you are actually surrendering unto the lotus feet of Krishna. And this is personified by Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj, everybody knows the pastime of Bali Maharaj.
No, Prabhu does not.
Vamandev.
Bali Maharaj, we will discuss one day, Prabhu. right? Otherwise,
this is the time for Mahaprasadi going another mantra.
So
I read your heart, Prabhu.
I know.
I read your heart. Not even your mind, your heart.
That's what, I'm just, very careful about, what you're speaking out, right? So, Bali Maharaj, when actually Lord Vamanadev came, this Durvasa actually, not Durvasa, Shukracharya told that this person is not an ordinary person, right? Lord Vishnu himself. He has come to take everything from you, right? So he said okay, that's fine. So I'll actually give him everything. So Lord Vishnu has taken everything. He's become Trivikrama. Trivikrama means?
All the three steps.
Trivikrama is not 3 steps. Trivikrama means one who can actually do unimaginable things, right? So he has grown up, this small boy has grown up into, he was actually taking the all planetary systems and he was actually putting one leg and said that, okay, 3 steps, only 2 steps are there, where is the 3rd step? So that's when he realized that, okay, this is Lord Vishnu himself, I have to give him sarvam samarpayami, right? Kayena macha manasendriya buddhyatmanava prakrtesva karomi sakalam parasmai narayana iti samarpayami. I just have to give everything as the offering to Krishna. So Bali Maharaj is a personification of that. So these are the 9 steps which we can actually practically do in our life, in whatever way possible.
Is Bali Maharaj is same as the brother of Sugriva or something?
No, that is Vali.
That is Vali. See, but the best part of is that Bali Maharaj has given everything, but he got more than that.
Exactly. So he got the the Sutala planet, right, Prabhu?
Yes.
He got the Sutala planet. He was a doorkeeper, right? So he was actually
going all
over protecting him. So
and the next Indra is Bali Maharaj.
So these are all the 9 things which, if you actually closely see, these 9 things are the base fundamental things of a devotional service, and we can do all these things in the various capacities as we can. But irrespective, Prabhu's Matajis, the first 2 things we have to do irrespective. What is the first 2 things? Shravanam and Kirtanam. These 2 things we definitely have to do. Other things, whatever according to our possible, according to our capacity, we try to do. This doesn't mean that, okay, we should not be doing that. According to our capacity, we should do. But these 2 things, should become the routine of our life, and thereby we should get the immense blessings of Lord Krishna.
No, first 2 things are so important. Prabhupada says that if anybody who follows very strictly Shravanam and Kirtanam, all other 7 will be followed without your knowledge.
Correct.
Example is Ambarish Maharaj.
Savai mana Krishna padarvindeva vajamse vaikunta gunaya. So that's what Prabhu has mentioned, what Prabhu mentioned, I'll just repeat for everybody's benefit. Prabhu says, if you do these 2 things meticulously, Shravanam and Kirtanam, then all the 7 activities or 7 processes will automatically follow by itself, right? Because when you are doing that, we are making our life conducive for this 9 process, right? So it's very important to do that. So I'll stop here. I really thank our Pulkit Prabhu and family for inviting us and giving this opportunity for glorifying the Lord. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sorry? I know. 1 week cooking and washing I will be doing.